When putting together the underawning annex on the XT16, all XT16 models are identical in the way the annex goes together and each component that makes up the annex. So to follow the instructions for your particular model, watch the video on the assembly of the annex for the XT16HR island. As you know, the island comes with an annex kit to go underneath the electric awning as standard. Today, we're going to show you how to put that annex together and finish off your caravan as a complete unit. Now take care when we do this. We don't want to damage anything, we don't want to force anything and end up ripping canvas. I've already taken the advantage of setting up my draft skirt. That gives me a great way to square off the floor and get everything organised. I've laid all my pieces out roughly where they need to go, and I've put the awning legs up against the caravan to make it easy to lay the floor out so I can bring them down, as you'll see as we put the annex together. With my draft skirt attached, I can now lay out the floor. Now with the laying out the annex floor, a great reference point is the end of the draft skirt here. So what you might choose to do is use this peg as well to hold the floor down. Because we've got a little bit of wind today, I'm just going to peg this end down. That'll make sure our floor doesn't blow away. Now we're going to insert the bent pole into the middle of the annex. What this does is put a bit of a fall on the annex roof so water doesn't pool while your awning is set up. Now there's a C-clip either end and there's an attachment up on the main chassis at the top and one just inside the awning fascia to clip this onto. So we pop it on, just angle it on, give it a nudge. Doesn't hurt to wet it or put some silicone lube on it to make it easy. Then, with the bend going up, we attach it just under there and it's done. Lock off our clamp and now that's ready to go. We can continue on with the rest of the annex. The end wall for the back of the caravan is two sections which Velcro together. This smaller section, which tapers away, is the section that slides into the sail track at the end of the caravan. So using a step ladder, just pop this into the sail track and then I can put the little end cover over the end of the awning. This strut section does two jobs. One, there is a sail track groove along the back, so the sidewall fitting slots in through there like a normal sail track, and it has this clamping system which clamps onto the awning roof. So it can get a little bit tricky. You need to show a lot of care when you do it so you don't tear anything, but it is a great way. It stops the roof from flapping. This also works as an anti-flap kit if you're not putting up your whole annex. So first we slide the material into the sail track. Now always be careful, make sure you feed it in neatly so nothing catches. What we do, feed it all the way up. Once it's in place, we can clip the J-clip onto its mount up top and lift this section up into place just on top of the hinge in the awning. So now I'm just slipping the awning fabric in underneath the clamp and then I can clamp it down and we're ready to move on. Now we can grab our end wall and slide it into the sail track. Feeding it through gently, making sure it doesn't catch anywhere. We can slide it up and attach it to the Velcro on the top section. Now that we've got our wall hanging, we can peg it down in the corner. What I'm doing is using one peg through the I-ring for the wall, the I-ring for the draft skirt, and the eyelet in the annex floor. Now we'll peg the opposite end, just to hold it all in place. And put one in the middle. Now we're going to put on the front wall, which goes into the sail track slot on the front of the awning. Now you'll see there's an opening all the way to the end of the awning here. That will be on one side only, so that is a side that you start sliding the front wall through. Now sliding the front wall through is best done with two people. You can do it with one, it takes a little extra time to feed through. So our cameraman Simon is going to jump in and help feed the front wall through the sail track. That easy, folks. Much better with two, but you can do it with one person. Now we can start tidying up the walls and adjusting things. So for ease, we're just going to do up the corner so we can get everything nice and square and pegs in the right places. Again, I'm using one peg, getting the eyelet in the corner of both the side and the front wall and through the eyelet in the floor. Now that my front wall is pegged down and secure, I can take the awning leg out from its holder and I can place it down on the ground. I can do that because now that the wall's pegged down, the annex can't lift up with the wind. Right, we're ready to continue. Now for the roof infill, which extends the roof of the annex, what you want to do is find the pocket that goes over the end of the awning and the long section of sail track cord. So we can feed that into our extrusion here. Again, being careful to feed it in smoothly and evenly. So just like the wall at the other end, what we do is we clip the J-clip on its little round holder up top and then put this section up on top of the hinge on its groove. Once again, we just slip the awning roof into the clamps on the aluminium brace. Lock the cam in so it doesn't move and move along to the next one. Now grab the short length of insert for the sail track, get it started up the top and slide it into the top of the sail track. Alright, that neatens it up. We've got our little hood on there for the end of the awning, so we're ready to get on with it. Our next piece is an infill with a sail track. Can't miss it. It's triangular shape with a big window in it. We run that through the sail track from the bottom. Feed it through until it meets the Velcro for the infill roof. Now we can get some poles set up and fill in the rest of the annex. Now we can put our poles in under the infill roof. So we've got two poles, one each side. You'll see where the eyelets are. Get our poles roughly in the right height. Now it's just a matter of velcroing the last two wall panels into place. By starting with the side and matching the Velcro there, it allows you to get it nice and square to go across the top. So now we just get it pegged down. For additional support, there's a spigot pole that goes in the centre of the fascia of the awning just to support the whole structure. Simply pop the spigot into the eyelet on the strap and extend the pole to support it. Our Annex is done. So there, folks, is how we erect the Annex under the awning on the MDC XT16HR Island. It's easy to do. If I can do it, so can you.